Welcome back. My name is Melissa Pingo with Intervestment Yoga. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, thank you for coming back. Today we are going to work on our midsection, our core powerhouse. So get ready. All you need is your mat. We'll be doing some tabletop positions. So if you need some cushion for underneath your knees, maybe grab a pillow or a towel or anything like that. Otherwise, we just need you right here in a seated position. So from the seated position, let's just get in position. So shoulders roll back. We often are hunched over. We want to get those shoulders back, straighten up the neck, straighten up the spine. Bring your hands to your knees. We're going to do just some seated circles here. Kind of bringing your spine back and then rolling your spine forward. It's nice. This is something you can do when you're sitting in your chair at work, or if this is uncomfortable sitting down here, you can just go sit on your couch and do this as well. Most of these things you can kind of take with you wherever you are. So switch directions if you haven't already. Now, bring your body to center, straighten up, arms are back, relaxed down. Have us inhale big, reaching your fingers towards the ceiling and bring them down. Big exhale. Bring inhale up and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale it out. Just exhaling out some of that stale energy. Let's bring the arms up, reaching towards the sky. And then bring your right hand down to the mat. Left arm open, opening up the chest, leaning over. And inhale your arms high. And exhale to the other side. Spiraling open that rib cage. And come back to the center. Let's do that again. You can bring your arm down a little bit further if that feels good. Just listen to the body and keep those seat bones on the floor. So you want to only reach over as far as you can without lifting the hip. Come back to center, reach up high, and we're going to do a twist. So you're reaching up high, and you're going to exhale as you twist. You can take your back hand and set it on the floor and turn your head toward that shoulder. On your inhales, try to lengthen up through that spine. You can also take your left hand to your right knee and twist a little bit further. And let's inhale up and twist to the other side. Right hand can come to your right knee or left knee and twisting. Left hand behind you. Gaze that way if that feels good. On an inhale, try to lengthen up, and on an exhale, try to deepen the stretch. Whew. Back to the center. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, twisting to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. These twists are really good for our spine and really good for our, bring it up and switch, and for our digestive system. And bring it up. And if you're comfortable in this position, I offer you to lean forward for a forward fold. Now, you might be right here, and that's enough for your thighs. So just walk your hands as far as that feels good. If you want to come all the way down, you can. But breathe into the discomfort. Let's take a couple breaths here. Big inhale, breathe into your back. And exhale, bring your chest a little bit further towards the ground. One more. And exhale. And slowly begin to walk your hands towards you. Roll the shoulders back a couple times. And let's turn our body into a tabletop position. So your knees are underneath your hips. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Back is flat. We're going to do cat-cow. So I'm cat, you'll be pressing into your shoulders, looking towards your navel, tucking your pelvis under. And on a cow, you're going to bring your gaze to the ceiling. Your seat bones come up towards the ceiling and you drop your belly down. And exhale, look towards your navel, press into your hands for cat, rounding that back. And inhale to cow, dropping that belly, lifting those seat bones towards the sky. And then do a couple on your own, at your own pace with your breath. We all have different breaths. Take what you need and leave the rest. Just listening to the body here. So from here, bring yourself to that neutral spine, tabletop position. Now I want you to tuck the toes under. And we're going to come to half dog. So you're going to lift your knees off of the mat. Your core is engaged. Your arms are engaged. You're not slumping into your shoulders. Knees are off. You might feel like you're shaking. That's okay. And let that down. Release the feet and then tap the tops of the toes a couple times. And let's do that one more time. We're going to hold it for 10, pressing up. Feel your core. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Press into your hands. It's a really strong pose. 5, 4, 3, 2. Awesome. 1 down. Tap the tops of the toes. Take an inhale and exhale. We're going to come up to our first downward dog. So set your feet under, tuck your toes under. Press into your hands, making an inverted V shape with your body. Feel free to walk out your legs, pedal them out. This is probably your first down dog. Give yourself any movement that you need. But take a moment to check your pose. You're looking between your legs. You're letting your head drop to gravity. Pressing into those feet. Those seat bones are going towards the sky. Abs are engaged. Whew. And then come down. And let's just hit a little child's pose while we're on those arms for the first time. You can stretch those out. Coming back up to tabletop position. And send yourself up to down dog again. Now adjust yourself so that you have enough room to come into plank position. So we're going to go back and forth. We're going to hold the plank. Core is engaged, pulling it in, pressing into the arms. And push back to down dog, looking between your ankles. Head is dropped. Core is engaged. And back to plank. Checking on your pose, making sure you're not too far down and not arching your back or butt up. Nice job. Whew. And let's come down. And from here, let's just neutralize the spine. Do a couple cat-cows. And then let's do the sassy cat. So what I want you to do is look towards your right hinder and bring that hinder over and then the other. It's kind of a sassy pose, but it just is a nice release. Nice. Okay, next is sunbird crunches. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arm out, right arm out, left leg out. And you're going to bring that in towards your left knee and then extend. And bring it in. And extend. Bring it in. Now right here, you should really be pulling that core and pulling your arm towards that leg and extend. Checking your form. Leg is straight. Back is still straight. Hand and knee have equal weight. Just take it slow. We'll do one more here. Nice. And rest it. And we'll do it on the other side. So we're going to bring our left arm out, right leg. We're going to squeeze it into the midline and exhale it out. Go slow, go at your pace so you're using your muscles, your mind is present, continuing to breathe. Whew. And last one. Let's bring it back into child's pose. Just give our arms a little bit of a rest here. Whew, that was hard. Good job. Then we're going to come here from our tabletop position. We're going to do that half dog, pulling that core in. Feet are about hip width apart. Then we're going to take our right hand, touch our left knee, and switch. Continuing to breathe. You feel your core. You're continuing that strong hand on the floor. And you don't want to be bobbing too much. The point is to keep that stabilization, using the stabilization in the core. Whew. And last one on each side. Nice job. Let's bring that down. And just do a little bit of a stretch here. You can be on your knees or you can go to your legs. So stretch those arms out a little bit. Bringing the arms up into the air. One down. Left one over. And come to the middle. And left, right one over. One more time. You can reach the right arm down further if that's available. And last one. Bring yourself back to the center. We're going to do swimmer. This is actually a Pilates move. Arms are reached out long. Your legs are long and about mat width apart. And what we're going to do is similar to what we just did with the bird dog crunches, is you're going to lift your right arm and your left leg. Engaging that core, using the glute and down. So right arm up, left leg up. Left arm up, right leg up. Slow and controlled, feeling the pose. And two more here. Nice job. Bring yourself up and scoot your legs around. Back on the ground. And we're going to do crisscross crunches. So there's a couple of variations of this. One is to simply bring your body up and over to your left leg. And the same on the other. Putting the foot down after each move. If you want to add a little challenge, as you bring up and twist, you keep the other foot off the mat. If you want even more challenge, you can send the opposite leg out straight or as straight as possible, keeping your toes pointed if that's available. And continue to go across the body. And as you lift and twist, make sure you're using the obliques as you're doing that twist and you're not using too much of your head. If your neck gets sore, feel free to just bring them down, bring your head down, and you can just do the leg part. Whether that's bringing one up and then down, or if you're just wanting to do the legs like this. Whatever feels good, whatever you're able to do today, just give it your best effort. Let's squeeze those knees in. We're going to roll up And when you come up, don't touch the ground. Called rolling like a ball. So you're gonna roll up and back. Now, if this is uncomfortable or it hurts, don't do that. And do a sit up or crisscross, just some other move that feels good to you, or just simply do a child's pose. But what we're doing is when we come up, we don't want to touch the mat. We're using our abdominals to hold us. Oh, see, I messed up. That's okay, we're all human. And one more, and come back. Keep your feet up in the air. Your back is imprinted on the mat, pulling your belly button towards your spine. Your pelvis, you can feel, is engaged. Now flex your feet towards you if that's available. And what we're going to do is little pulses. So you're going to just pulse from the lower ab. This is not a big movement. Like, you can barely see me lifting. I'll move my hands. But you're pressing your heels up towards the ceiling and really engaging that lower ab and that pelvic floor. Making sure that your hips are stable as you go up and come back down. It's a very slow but effective movement. Couple more. Keep going. And last one. Keeping the legs up in the air. Press your heels together and turn your feet out just a little bit. They kind of like will be like this. And I'm going to have us do some circles here. So you're going to ring your legs around. You're engaging the inner thighs as your heels are pressed together. Pull your thighs together. Using your core to do tiny little circles with the V shape on your feet. Now it's slow and controlled. Take your hand, feel your pelvic area. Feel the tightness, pulling that core in. The entire time you're doing this, your back should be on the mat. If your circles get too big, see how my back comes up? That's too big of a circle. Small. And bigger isn't always better. So small circles, let's turn it to the opposite way. Let's start again. Press the heels together, engage the thighs, pull the thighs together, and then go the opposite direction. Feeling that core, pulling that in. Nice job. And pull your knees in. Let's stretch that out a little bit. Bringing your knees to your body. Take your right hand on your left knee and just let your legs fall to the right. Keeping your back on the mat if that's possible. Just getting a nice stretch in the back here and through the glute. And you can bring them to the other side. Just going right to left. Whatever feels good on your back. And from here, feet flat on the mat, arms are alongside you. We're going to press up into bridge, pressing into your heels, bringing your bottom up. Straight line of energy from your neck up to your knees. Squeeze your knees together, pulling your core in. Full body engagement here. Breathe in and out. You can bring it down one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze the knees in and put them back down. We're going to do that again, pressing into the heels. Knees are together. Belly button is pulling towards that spine. And if you'd like to, bring your right leg up into the air and we're going to press. Using your core, utilizing that glute. So you can stay in that bridge and just hold, or you can come down and do windshield wipers. 2 more. Nice. Set it down, hold, check your posture, make sure you're balanced. Wait. Left leg up into the sky. Press that heel towards the ceiling. Feeling that core engagement, feeling it in your glute. Keep breathing. 2 more. And down. Nice job. Slowly bring it down. Ooh. Pull the knees in. You can circle your knees, or you can do windshield wipers. I like to do circle my knees. Nice, feels like a nice massage on my lower back. Whatever you decide. And we're gonna come up. From here, we're going to go into Navasana or boat pose. So you can bring your hands behind your thighs and you'll begin to lean back, bringing your feet up with you. Now you can stay here, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. You can bring your hands out here, or you can bring your legs up into a V. Whatever pose you're at, I'm asking you to challenge yourself. I'm shaking. And let's come down to a low boat. So you're scooping your belly button in. Your feet are off the mat. You're pushing your feet together. Thighs are engaged. You can bring your hands over and come up to high boat. I'm shaking. I hope you are. And come down to low boat. Feel it. And you can let it go. Whew. Take a big inhale. Make up some space there on your mat. Reach your arms overhead. Just give yourself a nice stretch. Then bring your feet to the mat, but nice bend in the knee. Bring your hands up. We're going to do a roll up. So what you're doing is you're going to be pulling your belly button in towards the spine, imprinting your back into the mat, and start to roll up. Scoop, 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 scoop. Slow, slow, scoop. Sit up straight. Reach over your legs. Come back. And scoop, scoop, scoop. Slow, 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 and hold. Stop at that sticking point. Hold it and continue down. Ooh. You can bring your hands alongside you. Bring your hands straight up again, pressing your weight into your feet. You're pressing so you're engaging that part of your body. You're scooping the belly button in. You're reaching up, reaching slow, bringing that belly button in, sitting up tall. Reach over the legs. And this time when we come back, we're going to come back to that sticking point where you're almost going to fall. And you're going to open to the right. Hold it. Use your obliques. Come back to center. And to the left. Come back to center. One more time. Nice job, you guys. And center. And back. And slowly bring yourself down to the mat. Situate yourself on the mat. We're just going to stretch things out a little bit. Pull your knees in. Give you a nice stretch in the lower back. Bring one leg long and the other one in. Just stretching that hip. And switch. One more time on that other side. Reaching that other leg long, just stretching out. And bring both knees towards your chest. Let the legs fall to the right. Supine twist. Looking over your left shoulder. Your knees are to the right. Breathe into that lower back. One more time. Bringing it back to the center, squeeze them in and let them fall to the left and your arm out to the right, looking towards that right arm. Just letting your legs fall to gravity. Feel that really nice stretch across the glute and up the back. And then come into center, roll yourself up. And guys, that's what I have for you today. So give yourself a couple rolls of the shoulder, roll the neck, and you can continue on with the day. But thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. I love doing abs. Drop me a comment on what worked, didn't work, and what you'd like to see in the future. Otherwise, have a great afternoon. Thanks, guys.